Hi, my name is Sam Hahn. We're here at the launch of Optical Panacea. I believe is the first mixed media MMA art gallery. We've been working on this project about 5 years. My business partner being Urijah Faber. He's introduced me to a lot of people, a lot of fighters, and we've been able to accomplish a lot over this period of time, being able to shoot all, personally, my favorite fighters, because I'm a huge fan. Like, we have Anderson Silva fighting zombies. I know I've always wanted to see that. And we have, over here we have Chael Sonnen. You know, him being the Republican, I always thought it'd be really funny if he had a debate with himself and then fought himself. So here we have him. It all starts out real nice and slow. We're just hanging out, having a good time, and he's bored. Why is he so bored? You know, he's like, just having, just doing his politicking. Eventually, push comes to shove, and they get into it. So it was a lot of fun. Chael has got to be one of the funniest fighters I've ever met in person, and it was such a pleasure working with him. He was hilarious. I mean, you gotta look at this. You gotta look at this thing. Really, look at the expression on his face. He was amazing. He did a great interview for us. We actually were very limited on time. I believe we only had an hour and a half to do this whole thing. We did 2 costume changes. We even added makeup special effects, and we were able to take it off. So, moving along. Looks like we got Phil Davis over here. Phil Davis just likes to kick it in front of his piece of art because everybody's so amazed by his amazingness because he's Mr. Wonderful.
You knock it off, Sam Hahn. You knock it off.
So here we have, this is actually a very special piece to my heart because I've always wanted to work with Phil, and he's one of the funniest dudes. So this actually is actually a very technical piece. Color, the lighting company that I work with in Hasselblad, they helped sponsor this particular photo shoot with it's like a $20,000 piece of lighting equipment. This is actually not photoshopped. Everybody thinks this is photoshopped. This is actually one picture. It's one exposure with a strobe effect where it pops it off every 16th of a second. So that's how you got that. And behind Phil, we have the legend Babalu Sobral. And then over here,
This one's awesome.
This is Ariane Celeste, as you can obviously tell. This is actually the first photo shoot I ever did with Ariane. We did this. We had real guns, and she was such a trooper. She was able to lift them up, and it turned out really well. We actually made this dress the day of. Turned out great. This is actually the piece that started it all. I met Urijah actually in the Palms Hotel in the basketball suite, and I was a fan of him for about 3 years. I've been following him in the WC, and one day I was with Tracy Lee, and Tracy Lee walked Urijah in, and we had a chat, and I told him I wanted to do a photo shoot. After like months and months of rescheduling, we finally did one, and this was the very first piece that we came up with. And as soon as I emailed it to Urijah, he called me literally 10 seconds later and said we're starting a business. So this is what happened 4 years later.
Today we are together. Whenever we come together, the writers write, the cameras roll, because together we got power. That's just rapping.